That's so weird. I'm hitting the button. Okay. Mm. Okay. So now we go to, oh, there we go. Now YouTube's up. All right. Okay. There's Haas.
You take a week off and you come back a boomer?
I just put the link. It's in the chat. It's literally in the chat that you're in. The link is directly above your thing saying, "I'll do it again though." And apparently the boomer thing must be catchy because you know.
How's my brother?
Good. I mean, spent too much time in the car for my tastes, but you know.
All right, you ugly bastards.
How are you doing?
Bitch, you wish you was as pretty as me.
Especially the one above me there, Haas.
You wish you was pretty as me.
No.
You couldn't handle it.
Pretending to be the
I couldn't.
Saint Nicholas.
Now, I'm the Saint Nicholas who punched a heretic.
No, you're not, because he never dressed like that. He was from Anatolia.
You know what?
The guy at the bottom that's a little crooked.
Yes, I know.
That's Saint Nick.
Nigga, shut up. I know.
Damn.
You can get out of your bah humbug ass mood.
What do you mean? I've been buying Christmas presents all day.
Yeah, like bah humbug.
I actually meant to give you a call later to see what's going on with that bullshit.
Oh, you still remember the email?
Yeah, I thought I did. But then I looked and I couldn't find it.
I will text it to you. Hold on. Does your phone still, do you know where your phone is?
Yeah, I just got back from the eye doctor, actually.
James knows how to use his phone?
Sometimes.
I've sent him texts before. I gave up. I've sent him like 5-6 texts. Forget it. No use anymore.
So, are you getting snowed in up there or what?
Oh, it's colder than a witch's tit up here today, and I couldn't get the semi to roll over, so I just said, I guess I'm going to make it a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, we where we were in Georgia, which is central Georgia, well, Jackson, Georgia. It was like, I don't know, 40 degrees down to 30-ish. But it was blue skies as far as you could see, beautiful, weather. It wasn't very windy, so I didn't even like really put on a jacket or anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was like, and my wife, of course, was freezing to death, and she's all like, I can't believe that you're walking around like that. And I'm like, if you stand in the sunlight, it's not even cold, you know?
You know what you tell her? Just say that's because you feed me so well, baby, and you pet your belly.
Right. Be like, I'm well insulated. But yeah, and she's like, she's like, my husband's walking around out in the yard wearing nothing because he's from Kentucky. I was like, this has nothing to do with being from Kentucky and everything to do with it's just not that cold out. I mean, you can blame a lot of my problem on being from Kentucky, but not everything, There he is.
I'm with you, bro. It's like, yeah, it's,
Anyway, Hungar.
40 degrees outside. I'm not wearing a jacket because why?
The get-up you're wearing was actually invented by the Coca-Cola company and
yes, to sell more Cokes. I know.
It worked too.
Yeah. Not for me. If it ain't Dr. Pepper, I don't want it.
Ugh, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, some people like Vic don't have tastes.
Sorry.
You
I
know
don't.
what I heard, and I don't know if it's true, but I heard it and I saw a guy on the internet do it, but that don't mean anything. If you mix 50-50 root beer and Coca-Cola, it's Dr. Pepper.
Uh,
Yeah, I
Dr.
saw
Pepper,
that video.
Dr. Pepper started off as a type of cherry soda.
Well,
So what are you sitting around naked or something? Your hair's all greasy and shit. You can't like
let's not even go there. I don't even want to. I don't. You know what? There he is. He's laying around doing nothing. He's looking like a
that's what I
bad
thought.
Santa.
Laying around
He's
doing
like,
nothing.
he's doing a bad Santa routine right there.
And now the old lady just went back out on the road this morning.
Yeah.
So I ain't got a lot of sleep this week.
Well, that's what they pay her
Oh,
for.
let's play the world's smallest violin. Playing My Heart Beats for You. She'll be back by Christmas.
It wasn't
No.
anything good. It was just she kept pushing him out of the bed.
Yeah.
He was whining about that the other
I
day.
totally believe that.
Fucking blanket hog.
You know how to cure that, don't you?
I Dutch oven her every night.
There's an easy way to cure that.
You
Hot.
bitch at her every night. I guess that's one way.
I Dutch oven her every night.
You get yourself a queen size bed. And you put a king size comforter on it, and you know it's almost impossible.
I just threw a blanket over her head and burnt my bag.
Yeah,
That is.
You wonder why she leaves
and it
you
makes
at home.
me not like you.
She's leaving you.
Like literally, the fact that you do that makes me like hate you. I hate you now.
Every guy on the planet has Dutch ovened a woman at least once.
No.
No.
Or been Dutch oven at least once.
I would get killed.
Yeah, death would be visiting my front door.
I mean, that shit would not work.
So you had a good trip to Georgia?
Yeah. Okay. Have fun.
Yeah, something like that.
Love your monster.
Well, you're the one that insists on getting your nails done and
You
shit.
are not wrong. You are not wrong.
I mean, if it were up to me, I don't give a shit either way.
Love you, monster.
Love you too, Hossy.
She doesn't really, though.
She does, and you know it. Ha ha. I'm her favorite brother-in-law.
I don't know if that's true, and she only has one brother-in-law. So,
What about all our other brothers?
yeah, I don't think any of her other sisters have managed to keep a marriage together. So,
Did you show your brother I picked out your new glasses?
yes, I did not.
Okay.
She picked out
Monster.
her new glasses.
That monster? He's saying that you don't love me.
Your brother likes to troll you. Don't take the bait, Hoss.
I told him that you do love me, and he was an idiot face.
Take the bait.
Wow, family drama going on here.
Take the bait.
Your mom will get frustrated with you.
Mom will be nice. I sent her a really good Christmas present.
Okay.
I got Leanna a really good Christmas present, and I'm getting the Bean a really good Christmas present. And
Plus, Mom said about when I said I love you, she said I love you more. And I said that's probably true since no one loves anyone more than a mother loves her firstborn son. And she's like, that's true. And I was like, can't wait to tell Haas.
The Bean raised her grades up to B's and A's.
Yeah.
And asked me for an Oculus.
Okay.
After she showed me her report card. You did really good. What do you want for Christmas, baby? She's like, I want Oculus.
I don't even know what that is.
The VR thing.
Oh.
Like Woodrunner has.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be sending her like some construction paper and crayons and telling her to use her imagination, draw an Oculus, and then like pretend.
Nah, I'm getting her one because,
Yeah, you hate your kids.
yeah, I'm getting her one because I hate her.
Yep. And now she's going to spend all of her every waking free time strapped to a screen, getting stupider and stupider.
No, she doesn't.
I'll tell you what, if I ever had another kid, somehow this late in my life, I wouldn't let that kid go anywhere.
Car keys to leave.
Yeah, you will need the keys.
Hey,
I wouldn't let
Shadwell,
that kid go anywhere near a computer until he is like 18 and ready to move out.
if I had another kid this late in life, I would go get some milk.
You're an asshole. But I would, like I would have the kid, like, I don't know. As soon as he's old enough to walk and like carry stuff, I guess I would like rent him out to do labor.
Send him to Uzbekistan.
Yeah, something like that,
I just do what my mom did. Go to Mrs. Madsen's house. She needs your help. Go to this Mrs. Foss's house. She needs your help. Go to Mrs. Blah blah blah's house.
We're from the generation where we weren't allowed in the house during the summertime during the day.
Oh, hey, street lights came on. That's when you had to be home. I know that rule.
They're
Yeah,
like,
we
where
didn't
did
have
you get?
streetlights.
Where did you get something to drink? From the hose? Well, in our case, from the spring.
From the spring.
Where do you get food?
Isn't that amazing? Like, we literally got on our hands and knees and drunk water out of a creek and somehow lived.
Yeah.
That's kind of amazing, isn't it? The way
we'd raid the cellar for some canned fruits, and a bologna sandwich would be left out on the front door for us.
Yeah.
It's daytime, it's summertime. Get your ass out of the house, come back when it starts getting dark, or you hear me hollering for dinner.
Yeah.
And if we said, hey, we're going to walk down to the river and we may not be back for a few days, it was like, yeah, okay.
You got your rifle, you got your rifle, you got your pocket knife, you got your fishing pole. Yep, okay, be safe. Have fun.
And we would just walk down to the Cumberland, which was about 10 miles away, and spend 2 or 3 days, camped up in a cave and coming out to fish.
Where were you today? I went to here, here, and here. Okay. That's nice. Next,
The only time my parents asked where I was is if something bad happened.
Merry Christmas to you, Shadwell.
Yeah, Shadwell.
Why are you on the? I know the links in the chat.
He's on his phone.
Oh, so am I.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't think that he ever goes online when he's on his phone.
My old lady got me a new phone.
Yeah.
The Google Pixel 10 Pro XL.
Oh. Mine keeps bugging me to get a new phone. I got a 4-year-old Moto G I got for $99 from Walmart.
Yeah, me and James still has the Moto. I had the Moto. And I had to charge that thing like 5 times a day.
Yeah, this is a Moto G Power. And it works just fine. It's like, you should get a new phone. You should get a new phone. It's $200. I keep telling her.
The absolute only reason.
It's $200. I'm too cheap. I got the $100 phone. It's like, it works just fine. I don't need to.
The only reason I even own a cell phone is because my job required me to have one. That's it.
Well, if I wasn't a truck driver, I think I could probably do without one.
Yeah, the only reason I have one is for, all the convenience.
I went through my whole life without one.
Yeah. I went my whole life.
The earliest time I ever had a cell phone was when when was I? 28 or 29. I had a bag phone. I was an independent owner operator running around the country. And I stayed off that damn thing as much as I could.
Hey,
know.
Bear, I know you're sad. Mama left. You'll be all right. Hello from the other side. I'm sorry, I'm a filthy whore.
Jeez, Louise.
Have you ever listened to the lyrics?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the lyrics.
All women's songs are like that though.
It's like, I broke your heart and I want to call to tell you I'm sorry, but the dude won't pick the phone up. So she's whining about how much he keeps calling, but he won't pick the phone up. And
What
then
about?
she admits that she broke his heart and fucked him over and stuff. And
Yeah,
it's
she's
like,
not. She's trying about being a dirty butt whore.
and it's like, okay, you're really shocked he don't want to talk to you after you fucked him over. I
What
mean,
up,
really, only a woman could be that like completely fucking immune to accountability.
What up, poor old child?
He was born a poor orc child.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what it is. It's like a weird aversion to
Accountability.
accountability. It's like, hey, you went out on this dude. You effed him over. You broke his heart. Literally just ripped him apart. She says so in the song. And now, X amount of however long later, you want to call to apologize? Fuck off. You know, dude has moved on. He don't need your fat ass anyway.
I see this clip.
In the video, her ex-boyfriend's this black dude, right? And as usual, he is way more attractive than she deserves. Of course, this is back when she weighed like 300 pounds. But I'm like, okay, 300-pound white chick, dating a black dude, checks out. You know what I mean? It checks out. But hopefully he got himself some freaking pride or something and was like, you know what? Fuck that fat whore. I'm out.
I seen this reel the other day, and it was this one chick. It's from a movie, and she's like talking to her boyfriend. Like, I just need to go out and discover myself. And then, like a year later, she's meeting him at a cafe. She's like, I found myself, and I'm ready for. And he's like, ready for what? And she's like, I'm ready for us. He's like, what you talking about, bitch? It's like, no, I'm seeing somebody. We're talking about getting married. I didn't need to leave you to know that I liked you. You know, I didn't need to leave to
Look,
find
when a
myself.
woman says she has to go find herself, what she means is she has to go find a bunch of other dicks.
Yeah, it's her whole
What's up, Big
face.
James?
It's her whole face. She's like, I gotta go find myself. Like, bitch, you gotta go get railed out, and now you can complain that no good man wants you anymore.
I'll tell you what, right? And some people might think this is like a weird thing, but
I had a woman do that sort of thing to me. You're on the road too much, blah, 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 blah. So I get back from the road. She's been seeing this guy for 3-4 months. She comes over to my place. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, how you doing? Can I spend the night? No, get out. You blew it, woman. You had your chance. You blew it, you know?
yep. So basically, what Vic just did is describe the cake video for Never There.
Yeah.
I need your arms around me. I need to feel your touch.
Darn.
I need your love so much.
What up, James Lowry? Long time no see, brother.
Big James. Well, it's been a long time because I've been busy in Georgia. The internet up there sucked. And
I am home.
and
No.
you know, but I did get to sing I'm Going to Jackson.
Nice.
My pickup truck.
And it never got old.
Nice.
Like literally every time we left the house to go to Jackson, I sang I'm Going to Jackson.
That's awesome. You're legend.
You know?
Legend. Wait for it. Dairy.
Yeah. And Trace was all like, will you go on to Jackson? Go ahead and wreck your health. We're just, I'm going to Jackson. I'm going to mess around. Will you go to Jackson? Look out, Jackson. Hey, did you know near Jackson they have a Jefferson Davis Memorial Park?
No.
Yeah. We didn't stop in it too much, but I was still like, damn, man, cool.
We've got a veterans.
And of course, you know, all the way up 75, as soon as you cross from Florida into Georgia, there's nothing but those gigantic Confederate battle banners.
Yeah, we got a park here in Tennessee. Where I live, it's the Veterans Memorial Park, and they've got statues of all the different soldiers from all the different wars, dressed in the different clothing styles. It's pretty cool.
My phone sucks. I'm in the middle of something. I'll pop in if I can. Dude, Shadow, you do you, man.
Yeah, you do you, Shadwell.
I mean, no pressure. You can come and bullshit around about whatever we're going to bullshit around with or not. What I was going to say, though, when I said a lot of people are not going to like to hear this, is if you read scripture, you will notice that whether it's Old or New Testament, there are so many warnings about the behavior of women.
I'll tell you what, bitches lie so much.
It's like it's crazy. It's like there's so many parts of the Bible that are basically saying women are innately whores.
Brother, I tell you, bitches lie so much that they probably just asked Rosa Parks to scoot over.
Right? Well, that whole Rosa Parks thing was a prearranged thing.
Yeah, they probably still asked her to just scoot over instead of all that shit she was talking.
And I told Double D about that shit too. Because they were watching that video, and on the video, these people were complaining about how people can't get enough black players at their table.
Oh, yeah.
So I told them, I said, listen here, you blue-bellied scumbags. If you hadn't have invaded us and did what you did, I'd have no problem having black players at my D&D table.
I know.
I was just go out and buy a few, really.
I was there.
And you know.
Yeah,
obviously
that panel.
That's a joke, though, because I'm super anti-slavery, and you couldn't give me one of those guys anyway. If
that panel of those people sucked.
Yeah, you know, it's like I'm so sick and tired of being told what to think by people who don't know the difference between a boy and a girl.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, if you can't tell me the difference between a boy and a girl, literally any other opinion you might have, I am automatically just excluding from my life, you know.
I just like when people call me a racist.
I wouldn't take the freaking if you're one of those people, I wouldn't believe you if you told me what the weather was like outside.
I'm at the point where when somebody calls me a racist, I just like go with it. I'm like, yep, that's badge of honor nowadays
you know
for
what
me.
The crazy shit is, I was watching because you know I like to watch the. I got those channels saved up that are brothers, right?
Yeah.
And these brothers are reacting to Piers Morgan versus Nick Fuentes.
And on Nick Fuentes' side.
And they're all taking Nick Fuentes' side. And I'm just sitting here like, is this happening? Is this the reality we live in? But then on the Nick Fuentes Piers Morgan show, I'm pretty sure Nick Fuentes told Piers Morgan that the brothers love him.
Yeah.
It's just
I've seen so many videos where people are like walking up to like younger black dudes. And he's like, what would you do if you could change the world better? What would you do? He's like, get rid of YNs.
All right, I'm back.
And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, I know I'm young and I'm black, but these YNs, I just hate them. The world would be better without them.
Because it happened multiple times. It was like all of these dudes that I watch for reviews and stuff.
Bear is in the chat.
Yeah, I'm getting him. I just saw it. But so, yeah, I'm watching all these young men, and they're all obviously American black dudes. and they're all siding with Nick Fuentes against Pierce Morgan. And I'm just like, this timeline just gets wilder and wilder, you know.
And I started with
look who Nick
Kanye.
Fuentes' buddy is, though. Kanye.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, whatever. Candace finally found some brains and backed off of the whole TPS USA killed Charlie Kirk thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can't believe she even said it, but she backed off that.
No, she's functionally retarded.
Trump played every news agency
I agree with you,
in the
Bear.
United States because all these people were saying Trump's giving a speech tonight. It's because he's declaring war on Venezuela. Just wait, just wait. All these people on the internet were running around saying that Trump was going to declare war on Venezuela. No, it was an hour-long speech of Trump just listing all the shit he did that he likes. No war with Venezuela, but he's deporting motherfuckers. He's passing bills. He's doing this and that.
1776, $1,776. The checks are going out. They're already in the mail.
Oh, you know what? I wish I was in the army under Bush. I wish Bush would have sent me a check for anything, literally
Christmas.
anything. Do you know what Bush did? Here's how much of a dick Bush is. The king of Saudi Arabia wanted to pay every U.S. soldier like thousands of dollars for us being there and fighting this war for them, because let's be honest, we were over there being mercenaries for Saudi Arabia, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That's really what was going down, right? And Bush is like, nah. Meanwhile, he's making millions of dollars off of Halliburton and all that shit. It's like, dude, man, let me get my beak wet a little bit here. I mean, if we're going to fight a war for money, come on, dude. How about us guys down in the trenches? Give us a taste. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might have stayed in the army if every time we went to war, I got a couple grand here and there, right? As a matter of fact, the reason I bring that up is I was watching a video about a special type of Roman soldier called an avocadesi, which was a man who did his full 20-year service, retired, but whenever a general would put out a call, they would show back up, and they were called the summoned, and typically they would pretty much they just fought like super hardcore until they died. Because it turned out that after you spend 20 years marching all over the place, killing people and shit like that, when they give you your 5 acres of land in the middle of nowhere, you hate it. And this was a real thing. These Roman, after 20 plus years being in the Legion, and then they give them some land and they're like, grow cabbages. And this guy's sitting there like,
Fucking cabbages.
like, fuck these cabbages, man. He wanted to die in.
I used to stab Gauls in the face. What the fuck is this?
So they had an entire part of the army that was all these retirees that would come back, and they got paid 3 times what a legionnaire would get paid, never had to do any watch duty, never had to do any physical labor, and could ride horses while they're on the march. But then when it come time to do whatever, they were like the spine of the Legion, you know, because they were a bunch of hard asses that were never going to run. And Cheney was Halliburton. Darrell, Cheney, and Bush were connected at the freaking hip. They might as well have been Siamese twins. Or to be more correct, conjoined twins. So anything Cheney was into, Bush Sr. and Jr. were into.
Yeah, so was Rumsfeld.
Yeah, that's
I like that guy, Rumsfeld. Yeah, good guy.
yeah.
Undead Cheney approves.
Undead Cheney approves, right? I mean, Cheney.
How you been, Bear?
Cheney's a gangster, though, because not a lot of people could shoot a dude in the face and then make him apologize.
That's true.
I mean,
Anyway, I'm doing
like-
fine, Hungar. How the fuck are you, man?
I'm doing all right.
It's been a lonely week with your brother gone to Georgia. We all been like, where the fuck what's going on? We had nothing to do. You're like the fucking barbershop. You were closed for 4 days, and we were all like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I called him up Tuesday. I was like, why didn't you do a show yesterday, you noob? He's like, I'm in Georgia. I was like, why didn't you tell me you're going to Georgia, you noob? He's like, I don't know. You're not my
He said it like
supervisor.
18 times on this show, by the way.
You're not my supervisor. I ain't got to tell you shit. And I was like, okay, I'm calling mom.
Yeah.
Calling the supervisor.
Yeah. That's a joke that he and I have together. And you all know it's from Archer, but
You're not my supervisor.
Amongst Hungar or Haas and I, we actually steal a lot of Archer skits just for ourselves.
Hey,
like
Coco.
If Hungar says something I don't like, I'll be like, dude, inappropriate, man. You know?
No, we're good here, Coco. All our snow just melted. It's amazing. We had like 15 millimeters of rain today, so all the snow's gone all of a sudden. We had this beautiful blanket of snow for Christmas.
15 millimeters would be 1.5 centimeters, which would be just under an inch.
Yeah. No, that's what happened to us today. All the snow went away with the rain.
Georgia was beautiful. It was like 40 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. It wasn't windy, sun shining. But we happen to be basically, my brother-in-law has decided he hates Atlanta now. So he moved way out in the woods near Jackson. And like he has no neighbors. I had to carry my pistol when I took the dog out to walk because I heard coyotes howling out in the woods. So, you know.
I have to carry my pistol when I was in Atlanta because I'd hear stuff howling.
You hear cougars howling in the wilds.
The funniest thing about Atlanta is like when you're standing in front of the Coca-Cola plant and you see the tumbleweeds blowing down the freaking sidewalk.
No shit. We have a nephew, and he was an American Ninja Warrior. So I drove up.
Oh, I got news about him, by the way.
Yeah, I drove up there to see. I drove him up there. Me, him, and his mom. We went up there to the American Ninja Warrior. We're walking to the Mercedes-Benz freaking stadium where they were doing the Ninja Warrior, and there's a weave tumbling down the street. A wild tumbleweed.
A tumbleweave.
Yeah. And we had always joked about that. I was like, you go to Atlanta, you see the wild tumbleweaves and stuff, right?
Yeah, but
and I actually got to see one. It was purple and blue. I took a picture of it and sent it to James. I was like, I found one.
If you think about it, though, Haas, like weaves cost a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So if there's just a random weave tumbling down a sidewalk, there's a story there. Like somebody got killed or something. Somebody got an ass whipping or something.
Yep. So I like the new thing where people drive by and just yank the wigs off of these ladies while they're walking down the sidewalk or shit in downtown area.
No, I don't care for any of that.
I think it's funny seeing a fat black chick running.
Coco, this Christmas week, Kentucky's going to Kentucky, which means it's going to freeze, thaw and rain, then freeze, then thaw, then rain, then freeze. And it's going to do that over the course of a week. Like it'll freeze 3 times and 4 times it's going to rain and not be frozen.
Yeah, we're headed up on Christmas Eve.
The mom is basically saying she's just going to kind of stay up on the hillside and let things work themselves out for a while because, you know, you don't want to be coming down that narrow 1-lane road whining, you know, when it's either slick red mud or just straight up ice. You know, that's what you get.
And we're driving up there on Christmas Eve.
Hey, did you see the picture on Discord of Cassie?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some snow and Cassie was out there rooting around in it, like
I've seen a thing about Jay Dizzle and his bride to be in Italy.
Yeah, I think she is from North Africa.
She's a cutie pie.
Yeah, that's where she gets that freaking coffee with cream skin color, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, his last girlfriend was Lebanese. Now he's got one from Tunisia or wherever the hell she's from. But he he went super classy, but super way more money than I got. Because they went on like, in order for him to propose to her, he took this chick to Italy.
Oh, Jesus.
And they toured Rome for like 3 days. And then they went to
Like Naples or something.
like Naples, and that's where he apologized and put that rock on her finger. And I was talking to him, and when he started dating her, right, as they're getting to know each other before they start dating, the first question he asked her is how she felt about having 5 kids.
Oh, Jesus.
And she said she was good with that. And he said, okay. And then the relationship continued on after that. If she said she didn't want any kids, that'd been the end of that relationship right then.
That's the first question you ask. Now we're at that age, James. We're at the first question we ask. Do you want kids? Yes. Nope. We're done.
He's a very traditional young man.
Well, you know, all of these, like the really young millennials and the Zoomers are turning out to be like super conservative as a generation. It's really
He knew what he wanted to do when he got older. When he graduated from high school, he wanted to go into construction and open up his own company. And he worked his ass off to get there. And he's doing it, and he's doing well.
Mm-hmm. Well, he must be if he can afford, you know, to spend 2 weeks or whatever in Italy. I mean, you know, that can't be cheap.
I'm proud of the boy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I'm still a little butthurt that he never visits, but he's got an excuse right now. 80 to 100 mile per hour winds took all your snow away. You must be in like Montana or Dakota or something. Blew all that snow up to the freaking Canada. Like, yeah, you guys, or the neighboring state or something.
Negative
like,
25 right now.
25 is nice.
Negative.
Oh, negative 25. That's still nice. I mean, the thing about cold weather is once it gets to a certain coldness, it don't matter.
You've not been in the real cold, bro.
No, man. If you've got your onesie and your you know, your shit, you're good.
No,
you
you're
might
not.
look like a big starfish wandering around, but that's okay.
You look like a chocolate starfish.
Oh, God.
Wasn't that like the Butthole Surfers or something?
No, that was Limp Bizkit. Chocolate starfish.
Hot dog water and chocolate starfish.
Yeah, chocolate starfish and hot dog flavor water.
What's funny is, I guess on one of the rap shows, some people asked like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube and all those guys if they were embarrassed for being in a Limp Bizkit video. And I'm sitting here thinking, are you fuckers insane? People still love those assholes. You know, it's like, you're lucky he let you in his video. Who the fuck do you think you are?
The greatest thing I've ever seen in a music video was one of these little V girls singing break stuff. Limp Bizkit. I want to break stuff. Yeah, I'm like a chainsaw.
About Belle Delphine when she put out her music video called "Eat My Ass."
I really don't know anything about that freaking e-thought.
She is an e-thought for real, and she got banned from like all these websites because she'd put out a video, and it would be like, I eat or I choke on a big cock or something, and it'd be a picture of a rooster, and she'd ball it up and put it in her mouth like she's trying to eat it, and then she'd be like,
No, she's doing
that would be the whole thing because she was just freaking pranking porno.
Yeah, she's straight up doing prawn now, though.
I saw a thing about her Pegasus or what. You know who Pegasus is?
No.
Asmongold does a lot of reactions based on Pegasus's research. So that's where I saw all this shit.
Is that the one who did the thing on the frickin' Morning Milk and Glory Farm or whatever.
Yeah, he's a VTuber, which means he's got like a little vampire-looking thing or whatever. Or
Why do all these guys have like chick? I see these VTubers where they have an anime girl as their VTube, and it's like a dude's voice. I'm like, are you trans? Are you gay? Are you just fucking trolling everybody? Like, what is this?
I thought trans was just retarded for gay.
Bear, to answer your
Wow.
question, it could be any of that. Because this guy, he's got his like waifu all done up goth style and shit like that. But you can obviously tell he's a 20-something-year-old dude because he's like, so anyway, guys. And it's like, I mean, Nux does his thing, but that's because he gets a lot of death threats all the time. So we don't want anyone to know what he looks like. But his guy is a guy. And yeah, I don't get that shit either, Bear, but there's a lot of them out there doing that. So, okay, whatever. But
So
well,
Belle
I live in
Delphine's
one of those
in her-
states that they think that children should be able to transition to another sex right away. When
Anyway,
it's
on
because
to
they
not
want to.
spicy political topics that are going to cause people to have fucking opinions. In 2024, Belle Delphine did an interview with Louis Theroux, and she said she wanted to disappear again because the internet fame is over for her and she just doesn't want to do it. And she's kind of been missing ever since. So I think she just made her money, wrapped up her shit, and went on with her life. God bless her for doing so.
well, I mean, according to the Asmongold video, she's been dating the same dude since she was like 16.
Yeah. He's in her
So-
videos with her. He dresses up in a bear costume or something, like a teddy bear.
Yeah, that I saw a little bit of that. He dresses up like a giant teddy bear, and then they
Yeah. They fuck.
fool
Good for
around.
them.
Hit or miss. I bet you never miss, yeah.
Having been a bouncer in strip clubs and providing protection to sex trade workers in my younger days because it paid well, I have nothing but respect for a thought who makes her money and then gets the fuck out with her money and leaves it behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, last
The ones
night,
I don't have respect for are the ones who just fucking put it all up their nose or in their veins and have to keep going until they're just fucking raggedy old bitches. You know what I mean?
yeah. Last night's big, I think it was Asmongold or one of the guys I watched. They were talking about Amaranth,
Oh, that fucking whore.
who apparently
She's
is
Canadian, isn't she?
making porn with Young Gravy.
Who's that?
Young
Yeah, what does that
Gravy is
mean?
like this rapper from Ohio.
You know what? I am so far outside that sphere. I need to do the research.
Yeah. I don't know who
Young
that
Gravy is awesome.
Young Gravy is literally some goofy white kid from like Ohio or whatever that just started rapping online on YouTube and somehow made a career out of it.
Good for him. Yeah, Amaranth's from Texas, my bad.
Yeah, she's Texan and used to be a normal human being, but apparently she used some of her porn money, which she was making $1 million plus a month on OnlyFans.
Okay, if
And
you're
she
making $1
bought like a
million
big ass gas station.
All right,
And
let me ask all three of you guys. If
Yeah.
you made $1 million a month for 12 months,
I'd be done. You never.
would you even be online anymore?
No.
All right. So here's how it's going to work. I make $1 million for 1 year.
Yeah, I'm done.
900,000 of it goes right to my buddy's stockbroker and go invest all of this for me in shit that gives me monthly dividends,
Right.
please. Thank you. Goodbye.
Dividends.
Well, what about I have no fucking morals. I don't care. The world's going to be evil whether I do anything about it or not. So please just make sure I have money and never have to work again because the stocks keep paying out to me. Okay. When Apple splits, always hold on to any splits until it goes back up and then sell. All right. That's the rule we're going to apply. That's it. 1 month, one time.
Right.
12 months, 12 million fucking dollars. All right. Here's $11,900,000. Please invest this for me in shit that pays off on the monthly, so I never have to fucking.
Well,
work
I mean,
again.
that's how people who have that kind of wealth have that kind of wealth.
Yeah, I would. I wake up when I was able to work. I'd wake up some days and be like, get ready to go to work, and I was like, man, I wish I could just sell pictures of my butthole online and make millions of dollars.
Well,
you could.
Here's my thing. If I had
But-
$12 million or even $1 million like Bear, I'd probably
You know,
do the same thing.
I don't care if some gay dudes want to see a picture of my butthole. I've got 2 of them. I send them to them for
That's
money.
the problem. Your shit would be flagged as AI content.
Yeah, I you know, it must be nice to live life on easy mode. That's all I'm going to say.
I'd take the money just like Bear. I'd throw it in dividends and dividend stocks, and I'd just sit back and go, pay me 50% of it, take the other 50%, reinvest it.
Reinvest it. Just keep it growing. Keep it growing.
Yep.
Keep it growing.
Yep.
And here's what's funny.
I want to live
and-
on 50%
and every
of that
year-
income every
hang on.
year.
And every year, we're going to take 10% of all the profits and we're going to buy physical fucking gold.
Or
So I'm gonna
silver,
have
or platinum.
silver.
Or
silver,
ammo.
Silver does this too fucking much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gold is a steady.
And silver holds radiation really bad.
Well, regardless, yeah, she's making $1 million a month. Most OnlyFans girls don't even make $100 a month.
Exactly.
And it is what I said. It's like she was born with life on easy mode. She's a reasonably attractive girl who dyes her hair weird red and has giant tits. That's basically it. Life on easy mode right there.
Did you see them when she was on the whatever podcast with her little boyfriend and Andrew Wilson referred to him as Cuban Bruce Lee?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Andrew.
fucking good.
Oh, the funny one was they were wanting to cancel what's his name? Nick Hammer or whatever his name is. The guy who brings people in and helps them with
Caleb
Hammer.
Hammer.
Hammer. And he had that purple haired bitch in there and she started talking shit. And he's like, look, no one cares what you say anymore. That time is done. Like, and she's like, what, you're a misogynist? And he said, no, I said, we don't care what SJWs think. What? And she's like, what does that even mean? And he said, well, look at yourself. The hair dye, did you make your earrings and like your shed out back or something? She's like, no, I bought them. And he's just like, that's even more sad. You know, he was just fucking with her.
I remember one time one of the guys on whatever podcast told this girl, was like, you've had too many dicks in your mouth to talk to me like that.
That would be Andrew Wilson.
Yeah, he's so awesome.
Yeah, he will get on there and straight up. I've seen a couple times where the guy who actually runs the whatever podcast has to rein him in.
Paul wants to know what you're building today, brother.
What am I building today? Well, I just glued, let's see if I can find it, a Viking female warrior on her base. It looks an awful lot like Lagartha from the Viking History Channel show, which I'll paint up because, as we all know, in Hyperborea, Vikings are one of the big, things. So, yeah. Whereas the Cimmerians are more like your Eastern Europeans. And then if you want to play Anglo-Saxons or whatever, you could play an Anglo-Saxon or Roman or Greek. Literally whatever you want, really. As long as it's human. Yeah, Caleb, boy. Because apparently people got mad because he went after some chick and was like, called her retarded because she was spending all this money on all this stupid shit. And it's his whole job is to try to help idiots not be broke. And everybody was like, oh, you were mean and blah, blah, blah. And instead of backing down or bending the knee, he just came out swinging, man. He's like, yeah, how about fuck you, No, he pulled Sarah at the end of Labyrinth. He was just like, you have no power over.
Seriously, like I am so happy to see the pushback finally fucking getting legs to the point where like it's going to trickle up, right? So like in my country, oh, that's nice. In my country, we got all the bullshit with the government, and they're very SJWE and fucking all that, 5 year ago bullshit. UK, same thing. Australia, same thing. Well, Australia, that's changing real fucking quick. Like real fucking quick. The UK exists on the edge of a civil war, and Canada, man, Carney thinks he's king of shit right now, but he ain't got nothing but shit because a lot of the stuff he was supposed to do ain't happening, and he's losing his progressive left that got him into power, right? Because he was all like, oh, if we get the NDP vote, we can take it from the Conservatives, which he was right, and they did. Problem is he's not pleasing the NDP voters now with his choices, like investing huge amount of money in our military, buying F-35s, things like this. That's pissing them off. So he's going to lose their votes, and they're going to start going back to voting for the NDP, whereas the Conservatives are quite united right now, and quite happily so. So we're predicting another election by the summer.
Well, you ain't wrong about England. I even asked Chuck about, Lee when he came on, but he lives way up in the north. So, but London right now is a total shit show.
Yeah. Oh, it absolutely is. No, Caleb, I agree with Poor Child with Caleb, but it's Cal. I agree with Cal. I don't mind Caleb. It's the people that he has on. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't listen to this idiot talk. You know what I mean? Or when it's a couple and the guy's clearly beta, and the chick's running the show.
Quote Jerry Lee, beta. He's like, I'll tell you what your problem is. Your mom made you into a woman.
That dude is so freaking awesome.
He is. He really is hilarious. And Camarians just squatting around the steps in tracksuits. Their horses got tracksuits. But the other Andrew Wilson that was funny is when they had Destiny and his then wife on. That's years ago, because she left his ass now, a long time ago and shit. And he was just fucking with him. And it was just like, oh my God. It's like this guy. There's some, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know where Andrew came from, why he's the way he is. He's definitely something, though.
I got a question for you, and then I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Do you think Destiny glances at his Chuck chair in his bedroom, longingly missing the good times?
Chuck chair.
His cuck chair.
Cuck chair, yes.
Oh, I don't know, but the rumor is that he did give some oral pleasuring to Nick Fuentes.
Okay, I'm going to say this just to say it so it's clear. Nick Fuentes is a bad fucking sign. Okay, let's just be honest. That's a fucking bellwether, and we should be paying attention to it. Andrew Tate was one. This guy's a worse one. I don't care how many fucking brothers think he's funny or down with him. This guy is bad fucking news, and the best thing to do is stop giving him fucking voice. Like, just ignore him and let him fade away like all these little internet prophets eventually do. But they're giving him way too much attention, and now he's gaining legitimacy from that attention.
The problem is they did try to completely cancel him for like 10 years straight, and he never went away.
That's fine. You just ignore him. Let him have his little crazy fucking online crowd of weird fucking beta cucks who think they're all fucking alphas, or no, they're not alphas. Sigma. We're all Sigma wolves now. Go fuck yourselves. I fucking hate people like this. Ugh.
The groypers.
Yeah, they're the worst. They're like, just like, these are the kinds of guys when I was a bouncer, they were just like, oh, you're more headache than you're ever worth because you're going to cause trouble, but you're not enough of a threat to make it interesting trouble that we're going to tell stories about later. You're just making my night fucking harder now.
See, I could never be a groyper because groypers are super anti-Trump. Like, Nick Fuentes freaking despises Trump. So there's no way, even if I did agree with shit he says. Yeah, and it is the opposition, because Piers Morgan is an idiot. He brings Nick Fuentes on shows him a video of Nick Fuentes saying some outlandish shit and says, "So what do you think about that?" And Nick Fuentes says, "Yeah, I said that and I agree." And then Pierce is just sitting there looking like a deer in the headlights because he don't know what to do. And Pierce is like, "So you consider yourself a racist?" And Nick Fuentes is, "Yeah." And it's like, well, what do you do now? I mean,
you can do it. That's why I said earlier, it's like when people call me a racist, I just like go with it, because if they don't get any kickback from it, they don't know what to do about it.
Exactly. They used it too much. So there are some actual racists out there, but they used it on everybody that they disagreed with. And now nobody gives a shit what they cried wolf too much.
Yeah.
You know? Yep. And now, yes, the opposition has enabled, like when he went on Crowder said point blank, he does not like Nick Fuentes, does not agree with this whole thing. He's not a groiper, none of that shit. But he invited all these different people on, and only one showed up. He invited Candace Owens on. He invited like the whole list of weirdos on the internet. He invited them all on, and they all come up with reasons not to be on. Nick Fuentes shows up. And it's like,
what the fuck happened to Candace?
Because Nick Fuentes is going to show up just to get the publicity.
I think Candace might be pregnant currently, and you know when women get pregnant, they get
she's pregnant again. She was just pregnant.
Oh well, then maybe I don't know. I was going to try and make an excuse up for her. I don't know what her thing is.
Hey, you know what? My ex-wife was crazy after having a baby, and she's crazy while having a baby. So I mean, you know what?
Was she crazy before having a baby? Because then that's
yeah.
You don't want me to say it. Give that chick from the insane asylum a chance, because grippy socks.
Shut up.
All right, I'm out of here, guys.
All right. Candace's fall has been like for real too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it might be self-sabotage. It might be just all right.
Why would she do that though?
Like,
she's worth
she
millions.
was doing really good for a while, and people were loving her. And
the problem is that anytime she would debate someone who had a fucking brain in their head, she would lose constantly because she was just a yappy chick. She wasn't a good debater. When she was debating idiots, she was queen of the fucking block. But when it came to like if Andrew Wilson were to go at her, holy fuck, if Rachel Wilson were to go at her, it'd be brutal. They'd tear her apart. And you saw that with Piers Morgan.
Make a man cry.
Oh, there you go. Well, you saw that when she was on Piers Morgan. Even though Morgan didn't do great, look at the way she answers him. It's amazing how much backpedaling, double speaking, talking over she has to do to try and make herself look valid.
Right.
This is bad. This is a sign of a bad person. Like, they're not intellectual. Be right back. My supper's almost here.
Well, I'm not intellectual either, but I also don't say just random weird shit. People stopped saying you were racist when you married a black chick. See, Kyle, I don't believe that. I think you can be racist and marry a black chick. Don't sell yourself short, brother. I mean, as a Southern born and raised man, let me tell you, you could be racist and still bang black chicks. I mean, as a matter of fact, according to the Orthodox and I think Roman Catholic Bible, racism's strict definition just means if you consider another group of people to be lesser than you. That's it. So it doesn't mean if you say something about them, you're racist. No, it just means that you don't think they're made in the image of God the way, I know you're joking, bro. I know you're joking. I get your humor. I mean, I could be racist, but then my niece would be pissed off. That'd suck. So I guess I won't be. But I mean, it wouldn't be hard, I guess. Actually, I couldn't because everyone I live near is really nice. And it's hard to be racist against people when everyone that lives near you is really nice. And it's like, I hate that black guy over there. He's so damn nice. Like when I went on vacation and my packages arrived from Amazon, he picked them up. And when I got home, he brought them over and gave them to me. What an asshole. You know what I mean? It's like, what? The old lady next door packed our stuff up. So my wife baked a bunch of cookies and brought her some cookies as a thank you for watching out for the house while we were out of town dealing with the funeral and everything.
I am here. I am just eating, so my camera is.
Wee!
Tee for the Emperor.
And Ultramar.
Heretics burn.
And Ultramar, because you've got an Ultramarine bear.
Ultramar is the name of a brand of gas station.
Is it?
In Canada.
In 40K, it's the name of like 40 systems that are all under direct rule of the Ultramarines.
And their colors are gold and blue. So
I wonder if some asshole copied the shit out of that. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they copy everything else.
well, I think Ultramar exists in Europe as well. It's Golden Eagle in the States. It's the same chain as Golden Eagle for gas. Some of you guys have them down south.
I've never seen a Golden Eagle down here. We've got the typical like 7-Eleven, Circle K, Wawa now is actually Wawa is completely dominating everyone's ass.
Oh, geez. Wawa.
Wawa.
You mean the gas station down there?
We're talking about gas stations, oddly enough.
Oh,
Well,
when you come to
conversation,
Minnesota, I'm gonna run you into a quick trip, and it puts Wawa to shame.
And when we all go to Texas, we'll head into a Buc-ee's and cry for it is Mecca.
Oh, you don't need to go to Texas, go to Buc-ee's. We got Buc-ee's in Florida on 75 and 95.
Yeah, but I hear the ones in Texas are
Well,
better.
the Texas one is the original, but the Florida ones are bigger.
Yeah, but I hear
Okay.
the Texas ones have better food.
I gotta
Well,
go.
yeah, they
Gentlemen.
probably got better barbecue and
Shopping.
stuff for
See
sure.
y'all later.
Oh, you got
Bye, Vic.
catch you later.
Have a good Christmas if I don't talk to you between then. See you guys.
Oh, you will.
All
All
right.
right, bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, the Buc-ee's in Texas probably got better barbecue. If you're looking for
Yeah.
sausages and brisket, for sure.
Burnt ends, baby.
Yeah, I mean, we do barbecue pretty good down here too, but everyone can't be Missouri or Texas or South Carolina, Personally, since I lived where I lived growing up, I'm more of a fan of South Carolina style barbecue, which means no sauce, it's dry rub and slow cook. But since my wife's family moved to Illinois, she's way more into Missouri style barbecue, Kansas City style, which means that thick tomato based sauce full of sugar.
Which one's the one that's like the sweet one? Yeah, it's them that's like the super sweet one.
Yeah, that's the one. It's loaded full of like brown sugar and tons of stuff like that. Whereas like Carolina style barbecue is all of your seasonings generally in a vinegar base, and you just like dry rub the shit out of the meat and then slow cook it for like a day. And then you eat it. I mean, usually on a bun with maybe some coleslaw. So,
Nice.
I mean, I'm talking like a pork butt. I mean, of course, you're going to be different if you're doing chicken or ribs or something, but and South Carolina is the actual where barbecue started. And what I heard, and I have no reason to think that they're lying to me, it was basically slaves come up with this way of cooking shitty meat by cooking it low and slow all day. And then when the masters got a bite of it, they're like, holy shit. You know what I mean? and then it just become the Southern thing, you know. As a matter of fact, there was a time where if you owned a slave that was a really good pit chief guy, you know, for barbecue, like he was worth his weight in gold. This guy, like he wasn't out picking crops. You know what I'm saying? If he's a pit master, that dude was being treated like freaking, because it was just such a big thing. Barbecue actually helped end racism back during Jim Crow, because they'd say in Missouri there was a barbecue joint that made really good barbecue, and you would have every kind of people from every kind of economic situation lined up to get in this guy's restaurant and eat barbecue.
I told you where the word barbecue comes from, right?
I think you did. It's something French.
So it's French. It's French. Barbe, so barbe, beard, and cul is your asshole, right? So the idea was that you would run the stick through the pig from his barbe à son cul, barbe à cul. So beard to
Like a
ass.
big
You run the
stick.
stick through him, and that's it. Yeah, and that's how you cook it. That's barbecue. So the English take it. Well, the K gets south, then it becomes barbecue.
Well, I'm sure a lot of the
Because they cut it
slaves
down.
that came over spoke French.
Well, there's a lot of French down that part of the America, right? I mean, the South. I mean, it's full of French. Tons of French down
A lot of French down here. Yeah. Beauregard, that was a Frenchman.
Beaujolais, Beauregard, Boucher, which is Boucher.
Boucher.
You know, my buddy, he's in Rhode Island, but his family name is Robillard, which they, of course, you're Americans. You pronounce it as Robiliard.
Well, one of my buddies was born and raised in Florida. His name was Benoit. I mean,
Didn't call him
it was
Benoit?
spelled Benoit, but
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like usually Americans say Benoit.
everyone called him Benoit for the longest time. And we were hanging out one time, the first time I met him at the Vampire game. And he had his shirt on. It had the thing on the back. And I was like, oh, Benoit. And he's like, you're the only one who got it. Do you speak French? And I was like, no, but Patrick Waugh. You know, I know that in French, that, you know, that little OIT sometimes is not whatever. So,
Well, it's always wa as a sound. Wa. O-I-T? Wa.
yeah, the thing with the French language, I do love to hear women speaking French. It is really nice, right? But it's kind of like they were speaking a language and then decided just to stop saying half of every word.
They get tired. They get bored.
And then they just start blurring every word into every other word. So it's just like,
so where this comes from is during the time of the Louis, when they were formulating the language. The only people who did scribe work was the church, was the monks,
right?
And they used to charge, for example, not actually, but let's say it was a penny a letter. So for them to write the sound O as an O was 1 penny, but to put EAU was 3 pennies.
How you doing, Timmy? So they were up in the price.
No, swap you and me right now, damn it.
They were up in the price by adding letters to freaking words.
Exactly. Okay, the letter H at the front of a French word, okay, is never pronounced.
Yeah, it's silent.
There is no French word. There's no French word that has an H at the start of it. Not one that you pronounce. Not one.
Yeah, they even
everywhere.
say Henry.
Henri, hospital, hôpital, you know, stuff like that.
I knew the Henri thing because I heard like the what was it, the Louisianians say it like that.
Well, I mean, because they're
Occasionally.
Canadians and they still speak a lot of French.
Yep.
Yeah, but their French is
Weird.
pretty bad.
Well, their French
It's
is
just
mixed with Islanders and freaking whatever else that they found in the swamp. Maybe a Bigfoot got involved somewhere in that situation, and yeah, you know.
Yeah, their French is not fun to listen to. Let me tell you.
Yeah, they
What was really funny, I saw this YouTube video that you would love, James. It was an Irish girl watching CBC interviews from the 80s, 70s, and 80s with Newfoundlanders. And she's like, why do they sound like us? Why are they putting subtitles on the screen? I fully understand what they're saying. And meanwhile, it's but everybody, Jesus Christ, I tell you that anyway. And she's like, I fully understand everything they're saying.
I know the Irish girl you're talking about. She's blonde, and she used to be on the Tri Channel.
Could be. I don't know. I saw this like a couple months
ago.
It was brilliant.
The Tri Channel was basically an Irish channel where they would bring in.
Yeah, that I've seen. I love that.
Yeah, they just bring in these random mix and be like, today we're drinking Bacardi 151. Be like, what?
Today we're drinking, Canadian whiskey.
I like the one dude with the dark hair. He's real short, and when he takes a drink of whiskey, he's like, "Ooh, that's got some horsepower in it, about 90 horse." Like that guy's hilarious, always talking about. But yeah, I've learned something from watching Irish channels, and that is that Irish people are weird.
And the accent is not fake. Like a lot of places, they talk about the accent, and you meet the people from there, and their accent's a little subtle. It's not as bad as the English have always made it out to be. Not the Irish or the Scottish. Those accents are fucking rough.
Half the time, they actually underplay it a little bit.
Yeah, they have a hot Irish chick on that show, and she's got that name that I can never pronounce.
Siobhan?
Yeah, it's like Soivbh.
Siobhan. Soibhan. Siobhan.
And it's like, damn, she's very attractive, but I don't think I could ever date her because I'd never be able to remember how to say her fucking name. I'd just be like, hey, you want to go get a pint? I mean, what's up, But
hey, Maeve.
Maeve. Just start making.
What was the character? What was the girl on Brave called? Meredith. Meredith. Listen, Meredith, come here, Meredith.
Yeah.
It's not my name. Well, I'm calling you Meredith.
There's a girl that has a YouTube channel. She's Scottish. And I swear to God, Meredith. She looks like a grown-up real Meredith.
Yeah, I've seen her.
And she's talking about how sometimes when she goes out, if there's tourists around, like a little girl will run up and ask if she can get a picture with her. She does, because she's got that kinky blood red hair all over the place. And she always does because, it tickles her to death. And she's got that thick freaking Scottish accent when she's talking. You're just like,
problem is see, my brain goes, no, Scottish, redhead, stay the fuck away. That way lies death. My dick goes, hello, how are you? I like to say hello, lassie. Yeah. Come here.
Well, the thing I think about that is she's either going to murder you or be like the best wife ever, and you'll be married forever.
Yeah, but man, with Celtic women, Irish and Scottish women, that's a real gamble.
Yeah, that's the gamble. I mean, murdered in your sleep or best wife ever.
It makes me think of
murdered in your sleep and completely casual about it when they come to arrest her. Yeah, well, he fucked around, so I slit his throat and put his jimmies in his mouth. What you gonna do? You're just like, what? What?
Yeah, like you cut his balls off and put them in his mouth. I think that's a special new kind of crime we need to come up with. Yeah. That ain't right.
Scotland Yard's working on a new definition for you, just so you know. At least it's Scottish.
Yeah. And of course, Russian women, it depends. If they're super religious, they're going to be great wives. If they're not, you're fucked.
Nightmares.
The ones that are more secular,
what's up, Timmy?
Filthy, materialistic whores.
I'm just sitting here listening to this.
Well, I hate to besmirch a whole people, but it is just the way it is. Especially if she's hot. It's like Russia and Eastern Europe have tons of these hot girls, at least while they're young. So it's like you live in a country where half of the women are Amarath, and the other half won't let you touch their boob until you're married. And that's kind of your choice here, like straight up materialistic, will not date you unless you got money and you're manly, blah, blah, blah. Or you better go to church 3 times a week with her, and like that. And actually, it's more whores than good girls, if I'm honest. There's more whores than good girls, but I don't know. Like I said, my nephew's got a thing for North Africans and whatever Lebanese people are.
Arabs.
Yeah, whatever they are.
Yeah, they're
He
Arabs.
dated a Lebanese girl for years, but then it didn't work out because she was crazy. She's hot, though. I can say that now.
They're fucking hot. Lebanese women are fucking
She was smoking.
hot.
And now he's got his Tunisian girl, who is a Tunisian Christian. I didn't even know that was a thing, but, and it's like, okay, man. He, on the other hand, is a filthy ginger. And he has Meredith-like hair for a dude. It's not as long, but it's that kinky blood red hair that's just like sticking out there. It's like, where did you get that? It's like, your grandma was Polish, and your grandpa is 100% Italian, and your mom is a hillbilly from Kentucky, and your dad is a half Italian, half Polak. And you and your sister have this blood red hair, which doesn't normally run in my family at all.
I'm going to blame Kentucky anyway.
Yeah. I mean, when in doubt, Kentucky.
There's some recessive genes hiding in them Kentucky genetics.
Yeah, but you
know
can
what I mean?
get a shot and get rid of the blue skin these days.
Hey,
don't suggest you
I
get a shot
thought
and get rid
people
of
got the
gingers.
blue skin by ingesting silver.
No, you can do that to fake being a blue-skinned person. You ingest a shit ton of silver, whatever, like the stuff you put on your injuries, that silver whatever stuff, and it'll give you that blue skin. But the real people, like back in like the old days that had the blue skin, it was a super recessive gene that they had because they were marrying cousins and shit.
Oh.
And it's only in one part of Kentucky. It was like one little bit of Kentucky near Butcher Hollow and all that shit out in the east. And there was like one holler where like 4 different families, every now and then one of the kids would be blue. And now there's a shot they can give to them and it straightens that shit all out. They don't look like Smurfs anymore.
Okay, then. That I didn't know.
Yeah, nothing you'd have to worry about, bro. You live in the more normal, less
Flatlands.
crazy part of Kentucky.
Butcher Holler, isn't that where Loretta Lynn's from?
It is. And it's out there near like Pikeville and Harlan and all that shit.
Well, more normal as long as, people aren't on meth.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is you're not a holler crawler.
Yeah.
It gets really weird when you're in the mountains, the holler crawlers. Some of them can be pretty strange. I mean, myself included, I'm sure, but the difference is, unlike many of them, I left, joined the military, went to other states, saw different things, did different things. But there's some of them that even my buddies, my generation that all joined the military, as soon as they got out of the military, they all went right back to those hollers. You know what I mean? I tell you what, nobody loves Kentucky as much as Kentuckians. I mean, it's weird.
Well,
anyone
it is
from Kentucky, they will frickin' fight over Kentucky. I mean,
it is a beautiful state.
Yeah, I've never met anyone from any other state that's so freaking like bound up in their home state the way us Kentucky people are,
It's just the stubbornness that we get, in the state.
Yeah, it must be a dash of that Scots-Irish stubbornness. We're just like, look, we're not having it. And there's a lot of you're not from here, therefore we don't want you around here. kind of thing. I don't know what it is, if it's from our ancestors that come over like 400 years ago or something, that it's like the number one thing most people in Kentucky want is no one to mess with them at all, ever. Don't come on my land. Don't talk to me. Don't nothing. I'm up in these mountains, minding my business, and I don't want anybody effing with me at all. And that is so common in Eastern Kentucky. It's like,
Yeah, us Flatlanders are a little bit different. We're okay with you for a little bit, but if you start acting like a fool, then we have an issue.
right. Yeah, man.
Like if you're chill and you're just there, hey, we'll invite you to have a barbecue. We'll do that.
Yeah, you guys are pretty nice. It's like Kentucky gets nicer the further west you go. You know,
I
by
guess
the time you get near Paducah and places like that, the people are waving and nice, and you can stop in at the diner and everybody's talking to you with that thick Kentucky accent that Northerners seem to love so much, and whatever. But unfortunately, the further east from where Tim is you go, the fucking weirder it gets. You know?
Yeah.
It's like as soon as your car starts doing this, like going up the hill, it's game on then, man. It's like, yep, we're getting ready to see some weird shit. I'm sure Canada's got places like that though, where there's just groups of people that just don't want to be messed with by the outside world.
Yeah, it's called Quebec.
Too late though. They've already practically bred the natives out of existence.
And now they're importing people who aren't French or from French colonies because they're trying to reinforce the French community here. But the problem is look at where the French colonies were, and guess what the primary type of import is going to be?
Senegal?
Well, it's going to either be ex-slaves or Muslims.
Right.
So what's happening in Quebec is that basically Islam is taking over slowly to the point where the government's fighting it now, and they're doing stuff like they're banning halal meals being offered in public schools because that's religious and they're trying to be anti-secular. The problem is this was a Catholic place, so all the towns have names like Saint Sebastien and Saint Nicolas and all this kind of stuff. So all the anti people are going, well, then are you going to rename all this shit? Are you going to take the cross down out of your fucking government office? Like, what are you going to do, guys? Like, if you want to be secular, be fully secular.
Yeah, I
But
remember
Quebec is
asking you
Quebec.
about why is every street in Montreal named after some saint I don't even know.
The best
But it
is the
seems like
town-
they all are. It's like you've got a strip club on a street named St. Catherine or some shit.
No, St. Catherine's the main thoroughfare, buddy. There is a town.
What's up, Squirrel?
Just east of Quebec City, so on your way to where I grew up in eastern Quebec, called Saint Louis de Haha.
Patron
Legit,
saint
that's what
of
it's called.
pranks and practical jokes.
Now, basically, the name, it's the only town in the world that has 2 exclamation points in its name, which is weird. But I'm trying to remember why is it called that.
Oh, we got a doc.
There's a reason.
Doctor, can you feel me burn and burn?
Okay. So it's named for an old French word, haha, which means sudden obstacle or dead end, referring to a sharp turn of the lake that it's on that blocked the voyageurs, combined with the name like Louis for a local figure. Somehow that became haha, right?
You know, that's kind of interesting because the one kid on The Simpsons, every time something bad happens, he'd always be there going, ha ha. So I wonder if the guys who were writing it were like,
no, but that's fine. What's his name? What's that character's name?
Nelson.
Yeah.
Saint Nelson of haha.
It's like, it don't matter where you are. If something effed up happens to you, Nelson is always there watching.
Dude, I think he's hurt. This is serious. I said ha ha.
I said, ha. Well, I would say the issue, Bear, with the people that your countrymen are having right now is they want things to be a way, but they're being too big of pussies to just come out and say it. So they want to fight Islam, so they're doing all these like underhanded fucking kind of bitch moves, you know what I mean? Whereas if they would just come out and be like, look, Quebec is Catholic, fuck off, it would be a lot easier on them. But you know, they don't want to do that. I mean, I've found honesty is generally a good policy, but you do have to be careful with your policy of truth because it can get you in trouble.
The thing is, tiptoeing around things doesn't get you in any less trouble nowadays anyway.
Yeah.
Just the slightest tiff of you're not towing the line, and they're going to accuse you of being Adolf Hitler anyway. So
if I were a Muslim
might as well be gloves off.
and they passed that law, I would just pack lunches. I'd just be like, okay, I'll throw in some hummus, some flatbread, maybe a bit of a kebab, whatever, you know. Here you go, dear. Here's your
what law is he talking about?
It's in Canada.
Oh, what are they
What are we
like?
talking about? I'm sorry, I tuned out. So what are we talking about?
Oh, I was saying if I was a Muslim parent, I'd just pack lunch. Be like, fuck you guys.
Well, this is the thing. So Quebec has an anti-secular law, which is you're not allowed to wear in professional settings. You're not allowed to wear religious garb, right? So it pissed off a lot of people because of turbans and things like that. Now they're extending it to where they want to ban public-funded schools from providing halal options for lunches.
Which I get it, because there's nothing stopping a parent from freaking just sending lunch in with the kid. But I think it's just really, you know, it's kind of a weak way of trying to go about doing a thing. You know?
Let me introduce you to the history of Quebec. The weak way of doing things is the way of the Quebec. You do no. It's okay. We do legislate. Okay, yeah. So there was a joke going around because they have a thing here called the Office of the French Language, l'Office de la langue française. And they go around making sure everything's in French and proper and all that. And there was a joke recently on Facebook that I loved. It was a woman in her deathbed, and it said, OLF officers are going around making sure people are dying in French. You know, it's just like the fucking UN in the 90s called the Quebec language laws a violation of human rights. and they didn't give a fuck.
Well, if I remember correctly, I believe the Dark Lord of the Sith, who I did vote for, made English the official language of the United States for all government papers and everything.
That's nice.
Yeah. I am a little disappointed with him because I honestly feel like, yeah, he's done some good stuff, but he needs to up his numbers, man. He's putting up rookie numbers right now.
Well, he got a lot done the first couple of weeks. He got a huge amount done. Although I'm very nervous about the amount of stuff he does through executive order, because that can just be like tossed out.
Yeah, but yeah, as soon as another administration comes in, they can be like, "Oh, all those executive orders, fuck them."
Yeah, so I mean that makes me nervous that he like relies so heavily on that.
We've seen that happen, which effed over our dear friends to the north because Trump had a deal for a pipeline, and as soon as Joe Biden got in, he like said nope. Which apparently put
Barack O'Biden. I love Barack O'Biden. He was my favorite president of yours.
Barack O'Biden, right? Which apparently put 20,000 Canadians out of a job or some shit. Nobody was happy about that. I mean, we're glad down here because our gas is starting to get down to like $2.50. But in California, it's getting up to around $7.
Jesus Christ.
Well, those idiots thought it'd be a good idea to close down one of their refineries or something in California. It's like, Make it make sense. I can't make it make sense. I don't know what in the hell they're doing. But yeah, down here, all the prices are dropping like crazy style. I mean, it could be better, and I have to constantly remind myself to, hey, give it time. It didn't get that way in a couple months. It won't get fixed in a couple months, but yeah.
We're hovering around 450 a gallon.
That's
liters.
Actually not horrible, I guess. We got up to that for a little while.
It's horrible.
Yeah. No, I just saw a thing about not your generation, but the generation after you, Bear, of Canadian young men are starting to realize that there's no future for them in Canada. And a lot of them are starting to get really, really mad about it. So we'll see. I mean, because we have that same thing, like we were talking about, the not mentioning his name, but the gay Mexican Nazi dude is a symptom of an issue.
Yes, absolutely.
You mean
the good news is,
I said we weren't.
We literally just said we weren't saying his name, Timmy. What are you, fucking autistic?
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus. Get yourself tested, brother, because that was like an autistic response. Do you mean Adolf Hitler? Yes. We're going to use the N-word. Do you mean? And then you drop a hard R. Like, no. Fuck. Timmy. Bad, Timmy. Bad.
Weird, too, is Destiny. He lives in Miami, and I'm pretty sure he's Jewish.
Anyway, back to what I was
this shit
say.
Gets weird. There's layers.
I will tell all of these young men the same thing I tell everybody. Wait. The great boomer die-off has begun. Once they're gone, Gen X may have a shot to just get things right. The millennials will try and fuck it up, but we have a shot. Just go wait for the boomers to go. Cocksuckers won't die. What the fuck's wrong with them?
I know, and your government keeps offering.
They have all the money. So they can go to the doctor.
The government keeps offering to help them, and they just won't take them up on it.
We don't need socialism. We don't need communism. We need to roll back to like early 90s, late 80s capitalism. That would be much better.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a massive wealth redistribution coming as the boomers start cacking off, and they left their money not to their kids because they're selfish pricks. You know what I mean? They left it to like their cat.
See, under
a lot of money.
Under a good free market system, you wouldn't, I mean, there would be people buying and selling so much that you wouldn't have to worry about the boomer thing that you're dealing with up there. But
you're dealing with it too down there.
Oh yeah, we are, but at least we got guys down here that are trying to do shit about like putting in the property taxes permanently. Because
how does that thwart the boomers?
It
just means they pay less property tax on the 5 pieces of property they own.
Hopefully they'll be dead before it passes. But basically,
if Trump pulls off getting rid of income tax,
no one should have to pay 30 years on a mortgage and then they don't actually own the home when it's all said and done. It's like, how did that happen? That was like never really a thing. But somehow,
as I said, if Trump manages to pull off the end of income tax, I'll be impressed.
And I'm going to say this. I think, so would I, but I have a feeling, and I would hate to see it happen, but I have a feeling somebody would try to delete him before he could. Maybe I'm a conspiracy guy, and maybe I should have a little goldfish sitting next to me talking about lizard people. But I have a feeling that if you mess around with the Federal Reserve, like for real.
Oh, I'm sure they would do something too.
You know,
you end up,
not. I mean, because Kennedy, before he got deleted, he was going to sign a bill putting us back on a gold standard and take us away from the fiat currency, which would have helped. But, some random dude did a thing, and then another random dude did that other dude. And then that second random dude died of cancer in jail like a couple months later or something.
Well,
Was it
I don't
that
think we
fast?
could go back to the gold standard for a variety of reasons. For one thing, I don't think that gold is there anymore. There's a reason they've resisted an audit for as long as they did. And there was an incident in Germany like 10 years ago where
I remember.
where we were holding a lot of their gold and they decided to repatriate it. And we sent it back and they drilled it and it was fucking plated tungsten. And it was
Yeah.
in the news for like a day and then it just disappeared.
Yeah.
So I think that gold is gone. I think we don't have dick in the way of gold reserves anymore. I think they've been looted.
Well, so I gave my brother-in-law the Hyperborea Player's Handbook.
Hyperborea.
Well,
Yay.
because every time I decide to run a game, he runs out and buys the rule book, and I actually start feeling bad because we've switched games like 6 times in a year, 7 times in a year.
Damn.
And he keeps running out and buying rule books. And then like a month later, literally, we're like, okay, now we're going to do this. And he'll run out and buy the rule book, which, I mean, granted, he can afford it, but that's not the point. So I had an extra one laying around and I'm just like, here, check it out.
Fair.
And he's like, all right. I mean,
So,
Well,
go ahead,
Oh, you
Jimmy.
gone.
Timmy. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Les. You don't talk. So
Jimmy's
go ahead.
my dad. I'm Timmy.
Whatever, you fucking tism. Go ahead.
Talking about games, in Bubba's game, I finally leveled up. I
nice.
actually leveled up before the session.
Nice.
And we're starting to work on our house.
In the Hyperborea game, all of the quick levelers leveled up at the end of the last adventure. Like, you know how thieves and clerics and AD&D leveled up really quick compared to like anyone else?
Well,
Yeah.
clerics did it first. They slowed down big time later on into later levels, but
Right.
initially they did, yeah.
So the cleric and the thief characters all hit level 2, everyone else's. And my wife's character, because she's playing a berserker, I mean, she needs like 3K just to go up to level 2. So it's like, well, good luck with that, you know.
Does she sing the song when she's at the table? My love for you is like a truck berserker. Would you like some making fuck berserker? My love for you is ticking clock berserker. Would you like to suck my cock berserker? Oh, you'll give
And the
her
one
advantage.
girl's like, did he just say making fuck?
Did he just say making fuck? So tell her if she sings that song before she enrages, you'll give her advantage for like a D4 rounds.
Right? Yeah, that was Silent Bob's relative, wasn't it? Or not Silent Bob, Jay.
Jay.
His
Olaf.
cousin, whatever, from Moscow.
Olaf or Oleg, something like that. Oleg.
Yeah. This is my cousin from Moscow. He says he was going to be a metal
Sing
singer.
berserker. Girls think sexy.
Yeah. Olaf, berserker. And they're like,
I didn't see. I loved the first 2 Clerks movies. I liked both of them. A lot of
Olaf.
people didn't like the second one. Absolutely love those movies because it like reminded me so much of my working life. But I haven't seen the third one. But I heard it's utterly disappointing.
I don't remember the second one.
Second
I
one's where they
did-
worked at the restaurant,
Oh, okay.
like the movie
I
cow
think I
restaurant.
saw clips of like Jay doing the Q Lazarus Goodbye Horses thing.
Yeah.
But I remember watching the first one, and at that time, I worked third shift at a Circle K. So I was just sitting there like, oh my God. I don't know if it's true, but I kind of think that, you know, Kevin Smith must have worked at
Oh, he did. He did. He's talked about it in interviews.
Yeah, because
Yeah, he worked at a store like that right up until he was working in a store like that when he was making that movie.
because he freaking nailed it. Like everything he people coming in, hey, do you guys sell hubcaps for a 65 Buick? What? How much is this? And there's a sign right there, you know. It's like it's so much. Thank you, Squirrel Hermit. At least somebody appreciates my enthusiasm. I'm not telling anyone else to play Hyperborea. I'm saying that I'm running Hyperborea. And so far, the players seem to be okay with it. And I like it because the setting, really. That's really all it is. It's a great setting. You could use Valorous. You could use pretty much any game and play in this setting. Freaking Blood and Iron, whatever, Doc's game.
Yes, in fact, you should be playing that wherever you're setting it.
Right. Like you could get RuneQuest and just set it in this. So literally all you really got to do is buy the referee book and the big map that comes with it, and you would be like set to run any game in this setting.
Hear ye, brothers and sisters, know the truth as it is laid out before you. You need not invest fully in Hyperborea, for Hyperborea will invest in thee. You merely need to know the book that tells the lore, the tale, the setting of Hyperborea. Once you have this book in your heart, in your life, in your love, Hyperborea will come to you. You will be raised up above the Kama. You'll be raised up amongst those who come here from beyond, and you will be Hyperborean.
Interesting thought.
Sold. Where do I sign up?
Interesting thought. If you sell to the point of the hex of Hyperborea, where there's an island with the giant black obelisk on it, and you land the boat on the island, and then you walk around the black obelisk and you look into the abyss,
It looks
like
back
would
at
the
you.
abyss look back?
Abysses do that, I hear. They're sneaky bastards, abysses.
It's abyssal of them.
You know what the problem though with the Boreas is too, that surrounds, is it's freaking completely full. The wind that surrounds the continent or whatever it is, the realm, is like loaded with night gaunts. And you really don't want to get caught by a night gaunt. They're like these oily black winged creatures. And you know, the worst thing is they have no faces. And if they grab you, they tickle you until literally you like pee yourself and pass out. And then
The
they
whole
may
time.
deposit you like on some other world or in some other place. Yeah,
There are people out there that would go find that. That sounds like they're being threatened with a good time.
Do they sing
Wait,
that
you're
Billy
gonna
Idol
tickle me?
song, Eyes
You're
Without a
tickling me
Face, while
till
they
I'm gonna
torture you?
piss myself and then I pass out and I wake up somewhere else. How much?
Yeah, well, the thing about that is they don't have mouths, so they
Well, they
can't
could maybe hum.
Yeah, I don't think they have anything that goes along with what you're talking about.
I'm all out of yeah, exactly. So after
He
having a meeting
wrote
with a
that
couple of
song
other,
after reading
I
the
can't
French novel.
every time I try and say this fucking story, one of you interrupts me.
Let's go.
I swear to God, I'm a murder everyone fuck tonight. No, now it feels lame to tell the story after that moment. Anyway, after speaking with a couple other publishers, I know that one of them said, "So you wrote Valorous for D&D and then converted it over into this heroic, right? Yeah, and it's not selling well. It's selling, but it hasn't even broken even yet. Oh, okay. Why don't you just release the D&D version and sell that too? There's no rule that says you can't sell two versions of the same game. And if the D&D version is going to hit the larger market, because he goes like, I'm paying my rent on 5e, why not?" And I was like, "Fuck,
That's true. Open license.
fuck, that's actually rational and normal." So I gave the 90% finished rules to Doc to read. What was your thought, Doc?
I liked it a lot. I think it makes just enough changes that it's its own thing, but at the same time, but it's familiar. So a 5e person won't be like lost at all, won't be a thing to absorb it. And it does bring something new, which most of them don't. Most D&D stuff that comes in now is straight clones with just like minor variations. So it's something different that's not in that market. For that
so
market.
I thought about it, and since it's pretty much 90% written, and the whole point of it is to make money to finish Heroic with, of which I need so much money it hurts. I was thinking in the new year of running like a $2,000 Kickstarter, and then put like a one stretch goal, 5,000. It'll be all color, and it'll only be a PDF. There'll be POD available. You can buy later. What do you think of that, James? Think that's a good idea?
I do, and I would point out like Free League. Every Free League game that they put out, almost you can get in like their house rule system or 5e. Like the One Ring comes in both.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, it's not a bad idea at all. Honestly, it's actually a good idea.
Cool.
Very good idea.
Cool.
And then you'll get the one guys who want to try something totally different, and you might get some of those D&D people who are sick and tired of 5e, but they still want to play D&D. You know what I mean?
That's what I think is really good about it. It scratches a very narrow gap itch that isn't there, because most things are just D&D with some tweaks. This is different enough, but also very close. And there's not a lot of stuff that kind of falls into that space. So I think you found a bit of a niche there. So I think it's definitely worth doing.
Yeah.
So I'm playing around with some cover art. I want to show you guys what I made without any titles on it. It's just the images, and like I'm gonna later, I'll put the salad dressing on it, as it were. But I wanted to see which one you thought was the superior one in your opinion. So I'll show you both, and you guys tell me which one you like better. And I remember this isn't for Valorous. This is for Final Age, because I'm updating and finishing Final Age. So this is for post-apocalyptic 5th edition D&D. Okay. So the first one is this. Sharing with you, sir. This is the first one.
That's very cool looking.
Yeah, I like
it's the whole idea of the post-apocalyptic society and all that kind of fun stuff. But I think it might be a little too Lord of the Ringy. I don't know. The second one is this one.
Oh, that's really nice too. I actually like that one more.
Yeah, I agree.
It's very moody with the clouds.
Okay. Thank you. Timmy,
although I would try to use both.
that?
I'd maybe add some like vines and stuff onto these statues
I
that
think
might
I
differentiate
agree with,
it a little bit.
on the second one being better. But you could really use both.
Yeah, I think I'll save the second one for something, but I think the first one for something. I think the second one with the portal looks better.
Well, the portal I like because, it's like, what's beyond that portal? What is that portal?
There you
go.
I like the atmosphere.
Coco
better.
That the 5e thing would be.
Well, Coco's read the unfinished rules as well, and he liked them as well. Now Coco prefers the statue. Ooh.
I do like the statue, but the atmosphere was definitely better in the second one.
Yeah, I think the second one captures Final Age more, because Final Age is the post-apocalyptic D&D setting that I made. That's very dangerous. Well, it's not grimdark.
Okay.
It's just fucking dangerous, because at night evil is afoot, and if you start casting magic out in the wilds, as Doc found out when he played in a Final Age game, you can summon a ghost storm, and when ghost storms show up, shit gets bad real fucking fast, right?
Sounds fun.
It's not good. And then like every town is about one half like daylight ride from the other town, because when the night comes down, they close their walls, the wards go up, no one gets in, if you want to go out, but you're gonna be fucking eaten by something in the dark, and it's dangerous to travel at night, it's dangerous to be outside. And now think about this, there's a shit ton of orcs out there, So in the past, the orcs decided their purpose. So this evil is called the Scourge. The orcs decided when the fall happened, when society collapsed and everything went to shit, the orcs decided their fucking calling was to defeat the Scourge. So they just, like, the tribes all came together and then they went and fought the Scourge and got just fucking decimated. You know what I mean? Just got wiped out. So all these orcs that are left are like hardcore rangers who live outside the cities hunting the fucking evil. But at the same time, they'll fucking kill you too. They don't give a fuck. You know, they're not doing this to protect anybody. They're doing it because it's like a point of pride for them to destroy this fucking evil. You know, like, I love that shit.
I like
enjoy
that. It
creating
kind of
comics.
adds a little bit of depth to
So the orcs.
who normally.
Well, and the thing is you can play a character from any setting you want, because one of the things that happens with ghost storms, Doc bounced out. One of the things that happens with the ghost storms is sometimes they'll open up portals to other worlds, and things, which are sometimes people, will just fall through them, right? So it's like the Ravenloft idea. You know, like you got transport somewhere else. So you could bring in one of my buddies in our home game when we were playtesting it, played a Vietnam guy who basically, you know, rounded a corner, walked through a portal by accident, was suddenly here with his fucking M16, you know, his helmet that said "Bad Mother," you know, and he's just like, what the fuck? And he spent the entire campaign trying to figure out how he could get dwarves to make bullets for him.
I miss Uriah. He was a fun character. I was really getting into it.
Yeah, you played a guy who was a Western. He was a sheriff who walked and wound up there. Yeah, fun times. Every time he shot his gun, everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Do you know how much noise that makes?"
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
that. I like because it's so reminiscent of like
John Carter and shit like
John
that.
Carter
right?
and shit like that, where, you know, the cowboy rides down a freaking box canyon or goes into a cave, and the next thing you know, he's all fucking fighting goblins. Which
Yeah, Coco played in that game too.
Hyperborea,
Yeah.
oddly enough.
Know therefore that in Hyperborea you may come from another place to arrive here, but you will see no goblins in Hyperborea, for they are unworthy.
Unless they come through the the Borealis themselves. But yeah,
The Borealis is kind, but it can also be cruel.
that is a fact. Like the character you're talking about, the Vietnam guy, yeah, he could literally show up in Hyperborea and then be,
Why not?
you know, murdered immediately
Why not?
by something. But no, I like that idea. The post-apocalyptic orcs are out there. They're kind of hunting the bad guy, but they'll hunt you too. That's cool. I mean, you
They
know,
do not give a fuck.
yeah, they're just doing their thing, right? They're just living their best lives out there in the woods. Had to hide quick in that game.
Oh yeah, Coco played in that
RPG
game.
Dad says he's sold. I don't know what he's sold on. If it's Hyperborea, cool. If it's 5e,
It was
cool.
it was my preaching for Hyperborea. He was in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're doing a pretty good job. I mean, we need the Padre to show up, Father Aaron, and actually start, you know. Yeah. I might have considered sending Father Aaron a player's guide to that game, but I know there's no way he's going to play that game with his kids. You know, it's a bit too much big boobies and Conan for, I think, young children.
He's a priest. Maybe he'll play with some adults.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't get to hear him talk about what Touchberry and the rest of the crew are up to. Bob Johnny.
Yeah, let me give you something from Final Age that you might enjoy, or you might not. But here it is.
I'm already enjoying it.
The Lament of the Orcs. The Lament of the Orcs is a well-known verse that has been declared heresy by the Holy Church, but canonized by the Infernal Temple. Printed copies are found all over the civilized parts of the Shining Realms and is believed to be a testament to the moments before the destruction of the orcs at the hands of the Scourge. It is presented here for your consideration. The Mated Elves. I gotta zoom in. It's too fucking small. I'm old. Sorry. The Mated Elves, Zephyia and Lauren, stood at the crest of the hill near the edge of their forest at dusk. They stared in disbelief as an endless tide of orcs poured from the mountains and cracks of the world. Zephyia turned to Lauren. How many? Lauren shrugged and continued to stare. 1 million? 10 million? All of them? Zephyia frowned a moment and turned back to view the horde. Do you think they have a chance? Against this enemy? No. But they will survive this war. Couldn't we help them? To what end? We cannot make them win. This is the path they chose, and they will survive it. While the war is in vain, the fight will allow a chance for all the races to survive. We have another path. Come, we must go now. Now at the brink, now at the near brink of their extinction, I finally see the nobility of their courage. You know, make your orcs interesting for fuck's sake.
Yeah. My orcs are a bunch of pig-faced cannibals that are half demon.
Yes, I know. I'm not saying my orcs aren't evil. I'm just saying they're courageous.
Yeah, but when I said that, I mean like in every setting I play, my orcs are pig-faced cannibals that are evil.
There are pig-faced orcs in Final Age. They just fell through a portal.
There you go.
And like pigs, they bred.
Yep.
I even made some art of like some big titty pig-faced orc women. Kind of look like fucking Miss Piggy doing cosplay. It's hilarious.
Oh my god. That's not even cool.
You know you want to see it.
But it's funny.
You know you do.
No, I've got the female orc miniature from Otherworld Miniatures, and she's pig-faced, and she's got like 6 nipples.
Oh, no, I didn't go that far.
And she's surrounded by little urchin orcs that are like getting in everything.
Urchin orcs?
Yeah, baby orcs, little orc urchin.
I now I feel like I'm fucking AJ talking to Hagglefish. I know what urchin means.
Oh, okay. I love Hagglefish.
What? I'm confused.
The Y-Files.
Y-Files, yeah. They talk about shit that's probably not at all real, and they go like deep dive into it. And the one guy made a meme of me and the fish. And the fish is all like, they don't want you to play Hyperborea because there's lizard people in it. Which there are. And the lizard people in Hyperborea are the David Icke lizard people. They're not like they're like living underground and can take shapes and infiltrate governments and shit. That's what's going on with these bastards. And, you know.
Yeah, this is your kind of orc. Don't worry, it's not a big titty orc. This is definitely your kind of orc.
I don't know. I kind of. Oh yeah. The only difference is I generally, even though green is the right color, I generally paint mine pink.
Should they have hair though? Wouldn't they just
Like,
be bristly?
So what? Jesus, they're not pigs.
Yeah, I
They're
think
nearly
that
porcine.
guy looked really good. Yeah, you know, I've heard a legend, and I don't know if it's true or not, that when Gary Gygax told the artist to make the orcs porcine, he did not mean to give them pig heads. He just meant to make them kind of pig-like, but not really. And the artist, he turned in what he turned in. So the idea of being a big snouty pig-faced orc was a miscommunication pretty much between a writer and an artist. And we all know that shit happens a lot. I mean, just look at the freaking Dark Angels in 40K. Forever they wore black armor with red trim. And then they hired an artist to do a piece for their codex, and the artist painted them green, like a real dark green. And rather than be like, yeah, F this artist, they just said, yeah, they wear green now. Assholes. My favorite part of that game was when our orc protected the group, but then got corrupted and gave us a warning that he'll be back. That sounds like a fun game.
Yeah, they really fucked up with him.
Yeah. My not favorite part of the game I ran was when half of the group was on the ground bleeding out, and the other half were trying to keep them alive or fight. And the Nagana, which is a kind of rat demon, was basically giving birth to 1d6 rats every round, giant rats. And so, you know, a couple good rolls, and all of a sudden the group is completely being overrun. But then fortunately the berserker went into berserker rage, which increased the number of attacks and everything, and she just mowed through them on. Finally killed the Nagana, which, like I said, it's just a rat that gets possessed by a demon, and it transforms into a giant birthing thing that just, you know, and as soon as the Nagana dies, all of the rats that it birthed immediately die. And in that way, they got rid of the rats in the walls. Pretty interesting. And no one got the disease and died. That was good too.
Fair.
Yeah. They made saves. So that was nice. I mean, they effed up everything else, but at least they made their death saves. You know, like, all right. But, and I'm not trying to take away from your thunder. I'm just.
No, dude. No, that's fine.
I'm just talking about what I did. But no, your game setting sounds different than any other setting.
So Valorous is
cool.
the heroic one. Yeah, Valorous is the heroic one, right? That's the one where, you know, it's life. And Final Age is, the whole idea of Final Age is I wanted to do post-apocalyptic fantasy in the idea that the world was once a very D&D, you know, maybe even Eberron level world, and then shit went sideways, and for God knows, no one knows how long, it's been a nightmare. And then in about the last 100 years, there was suddenly the Holy Church came into existence, and there were these paladins and things, and they started driving back the darkness. But they also, kind of like the Coalition in Rifts, hate non-humans, hate magic users, you know, see them all as danger and trouble that can cause bad shit to happen. So like they have in
I know
the
who
Holy
I'm
Lands,
looking
this thing. Well, they have a thing in the Holy Lands called the Holy Highway, which is basically every day worth of travel, there's a grange, which is a circular barn-like structure because no angles, right? No right angles, no nothing, you know, it's just circular. And people can camp there and do shit like that there. So that way they're never stuck out at night.
Hold on, let me interrupt
in the middle of the night. Yep.
Why no right angles? Are they afraid of a hound of Tinderlooks or something coming through?
Well, that's the thing, right? There's the sacred geometry, which allows demons to work within angles.
I love that. That is really cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
I mean, that's 100% a Lovecraftian concept. So you know I love it. I'm 100% behind it.
So I sell the primer right now on Lulu, and you can get the PDF. Oh, you can get the PDF on drive-through. You can get a print on Lulu. It's not very big.
I'm going to have to look.
30 something pages. It's the basic primer. I've now expanded the primer to it's going to be about 120 page book, and I'm going to have that up soon on Amazon on the drive-through as a PDF and on Amazon as a print.
So if you have the primer, you could basically run OSC just in that world with everything all effed up.
If you wanted to, yeah. But it's got a specific section on variant rules. It's based for 5e, so there's a specific section on variant rules for 5e to make it more horrific.
I'm liking it, man. That's actually sounding really neat.
But the number one rule is...
Calm down, Shadow. That's a terrorist organization. What the fuck?
So the primary rule of Final Age of the Shining Realms is do not get caught outside at night unless you've got some way to protect yourself. Now, there are wizards, and I use quotations, who sell these discs that are supposed to be runes that will protect a 20-foot by 20-foot enclosed space. Some of them are real. Some of them ain't.
But you won't know until you know.
And then when you know, right? And how many in that campaign? I think 3. They started 3 ghost storms in the course of the campaign.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
they
my
really
goodness.
fucked up.
Because
they're cleric
you-
doing magic. Oh, James froze.
Clark kept on doing magic, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It's almost like the Defilers combined with Lovecraft combined with like all kinds of cool shit.
And it's a full world. There's a map and everything and lots of different cultures, and it's all going to be expanded on. Well, it already is. I've written it.
Well, I'm definitely
It's,
going to get the
fun.
PDF whenever I get off of here, probably.
Well, the PDF, I'll throw you the link right now, so that
No,
way
I
you
won't
can
buy it.
go get it. No, I'm going to throw you the link to drive through for it, but I took it offline. That's the problem because I got the new version coming out. So how about I just, you know what? Promise me you'll buy the re-release and I'll send you a free copy.
If you want, I was going, yeah.
All right, James, it's pay what you want. I'll give you my PayPal. Send me whatever you want. How about that?
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to send you the PDF right now. I'll give you the PDF. There it is, DM James. Upload a file. Give me a second.
Actually, Doc should probably give me his PayPal so I can pay him for the books he sent me.
Oh, I don't have a PayPal.
Fuck. Do you
I tried to set one up at one point. It kept rejecting me.
Do you got an email?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't worry about it. No, those are complimentary for.
Yeah, no.
people.
Do you got an email, though?
Yeah.
Will you send me your email like in private message on Discord?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I got to send you something anyway on email. I wanted you to see.
Ah, cool.
But yeah, I ordered some miniatures I never thought I would ever order, but today was the day.
Ooh, what'd you get?
A Megatherium
Oh, what?
giant sloth.
Giant slur.
I got,
Many jumps and jewels knew what it was to roast to the bips of the giant slur that day, I can tell you.
you sound like Rick Moranis.
That's what I was going for.
Then I got a family of woolly rhinos. So like 2 woolly rhinos and a little baby. I got a family of muskox. So 2 muskox and a baby. And I got 2 or 3 mastodons. And no, I don't mean the metal band that did the song Linoleum Knife. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, they did the opening song for the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie. They're like, don't talk, watch. Don't talk, watch. Don't like it, leave. We still got all of your money. You know, like, this movie's not for children. Leave your spawn outside. Leave him in the streets. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, I hear Mastodon's actually a serious metal band, but Linoleum Knife is just absolute comedic gold, you know. If you talk during this movie, I will cut your face with a linoleum knife. You know, and all this kind of shit. And like in the cartoon, all the band members are made up to look like food you would buy at a theater. So like the lead singer looks like a jelly bean, and the one guy looks like a nacho, and they're just like, you know, going crazy with it.
I've never seen this. What is this you're talking about?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force put out a movie, which sucks, but the first 10 minutes is amazing. Because it's the thrash metal band Mastodon, but they're condiments from the theater, and they're singing the rules for being in a theater, like don't bring your baby, don't talk, if you don't like it, get up and leave, don't kick the chair in front of you. And the answer is, if you do any of these things, you will get cut with a linoleum knife. And also the lead singer says he'll bite you and give you rabies or some shit. I mean, it gets pretty wild, man. They get really kind of hardcore about it.
I think I'm gonna have to head off here for now. I'll see you.
I'll see you.
Take care, Lev.
And then,
all right,
of
here,
course,
I'm giving James,
Yep.
just for you to make your life simpler. It's no longer pay what you want. I changed the price to $5. I just gave you the link in private chat. I made it live again on drive-through if you want to go pick it up.
I will.
And you can share it with your chat if anybody else wants to go pick it up.
Well, I'll pick it up for sure, and I will put it in if anybody wants to. I mean, I like little primer things like that. Like, one of my favorite books I have is the primer for Jeffersontown, which is I don't know if it's for Monster of the Week or Kids on Bikes or whatever in the hell it's for, but it's Jeffersontown, Kentucky, which is a town south of Louisville. And there's like a couple of vampires that live there and like a ghost hunter, and like it's full of all kinds of weird shit. And apparently you play like a local kid that lives in the Section 8 housing, and you can go to all these different locations around town to, I don't know, get ate by vampires or something.
As you do.
As you do,
like you do.
And it might seem like whatever, but I really like it a lot. Like, it goes into how there's a pawn shop, and most of the stuff in the pawn shop sucks, but a couple of the things in the pawn shop are actually magical items, that have to do with sorcery and shit like that. And also there's another gang of kids that live in the Section 8 housing, and they don't like you, so if they catch you out, they'll beat you up.
Where do you guys stand on magical shops and games?
Setting
They're
dependent.
Yeah, very setting dependent.
Yeah.
Like in Tauslanta, if you go to the Emerald City, basically, there's going to be a magic shop on every fucking street corner, because 90% of the classes of Tauslanta are sorcerers. And the first ability every sorcerer learns in Tauslanta is enchant item. You know what I mean? So it's like +1 weapons everywhere. No one even cares. You can actually,
that must be so. You go to like mage school and you apprentice for years, and you get like a job at a factory. Yeah.
You ever read Ironwood by Bill Willingham?
No.
So Ironwood is this fantasy comic. It's an adult fantasy comic. It does have sex in it, lots of it. But the setting is really, really interesting. And it's basically from his Elementals comics. It's this world adjacent to ours in another dimension, but there's bleed over from Earth all the time, including people. So things like cigarettes are like people, in this fantasy world, people love to buy cigarettes because they're the coolest thing ever. And also, Christ came over. Not Christ himself, but people preaching. But it wasn't the Lamb of God turned the other cheek. No. It's the Holy Church of Christ the Avenger. You know what I mean? It's like, it's fucked up. But you're talking about the magic. They have a magic academy, and everybody studies in a specialty, and one of the specialties is combat magic. And your final exam is to fight another mage, and only one of you is walking away.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. It's there's an RPG for it, which is ridiculously expensive on the secondary market, but someday I hope to get a copy because I love that setting. It's got such neat ideas in it.
That is some hardcore, like Black Tower kind of situation there,
Oh yeah.
Like, all right, you've graduated from school, now go kill one of your classmates.
Yeah, so to get a copy that's beat up, it's very good plus, as they call it, which means it's not in great shape on Noble Knight, is $60 American. So that's like, almost 100 Canadian.
Right.
Sucks.
Yeah. That's
$90.
anyway. That everything you've said so far is very, very exciting and very, very impressive as far as the thing, and I'll be really happy to look through it later.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
Well, I'm sure I will, because I've enjoyed pretty much everything that you guys have made. I mean, it's like I had to tell somebody the other day, because they're like, "Why don't you run Adventure Conqueror King? I thought you said that was the greatest game ever." And I was like, "It is if you're playing in the Iron Empire. It is awesome. I love it. It does everything great if you're playing in that setting." But and so and plus I can love more than one game. People need to calm down.
I agree on that.
I love one woman. Well, except I do love my mom, but that's different. And I love lots of games. Lots of games. I'll tell you what, I am a game whore. I am not faithful to any game. If it looks like a good time, I'll have my panties off in no time. Let's get it on. I know I carried that analogy way too far, but you get what I'm saying, right? I mean, if the game looks fun, boy, I'm in.
So you're a game thought.
Yeah, I'm a game pick me girl.
God. All right, Pearl, calm down, Pearl.
Right? It's like, so, and that's what, when people go off on how I get so enthusiastic about games, it's not like I'm not enthusiastic about like 10 other games. It's just, this is the one I'm being enthusiastic about right now. But if it would make people feel happier, I can get enthusiastic about Conan 2.20 or Adventure Conqueror King at the drop of a hat, because I still love those fucking games.
I just had a crazy idea how I can use both those images.
I
put the gate front cover
on the other side of the arch.
No, I put the gate as the front cover, right? And then the back cover has the black panel down one side, like that sort of torn parchment thing. I can put the statue underneath there, so the statue would be showing on the other side of it. That would work perfectly, actually.
That is a good idea.
Like for all the text on one side and then just the bit and the image on the other. Oh, cool. Yeah, that works good.
Well, look, this is the back of the primer, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's the continuation of this image over here. So in this case, I'd have that portal image here, and when there'd be a black spine with the name. And when you turn to the back, you'd have the black, which I would move over to this side to match the spine. So you'd have the black carry through, and then the picture of the statue on the other edge. Yay! Brain work.
So, in other news, before I get off of here, apparently, not apparently, Garby did a video on like how to go to conventions and try to run as much D&D 5e as you can, because not enough tables are running 5e or some shit. He called it like breaking the con or something. I was like, I watched it and I was just like, Garby, you amazing son of a bitch.
I'm in.
Like, yeah, damn it, I'm in. No, you're right. And Morty, it was, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
I'm in.
And yeah, so he's talking about, and I guess he went to like some Philadelphia con and he wanted to run a D&D game and they told him he couldn't because like he registered late or something. And he was pretty rage-filled about it, And he was trying to tell people, when you go to cons, try to run, 5e instead of this OSR slop. I'm just sitting here listening to it like, oh my God, this guy.
So your Confederate hat, the way it's hanging, the back bars and stars make it look like it has eyes, and it looks like a very angry luchador mask.
That would be funny. Just like a super angry, like, I'm going to come off the top rope and frickin' drop kick you like frickin' Coco Beware. You're going to think something, Jimmy Superfly Snooker. Yeah,
Woo.
yeah. I bought that to wear on stream to run people off that I didn't want to talk to. Probably worked. Yeah, you know. I mean, yes, one, I'm proud of my Southern heritage, but two, the main reason for that is just so that if somebody comes on my stream and sees that, they're like, fuck this guy, and leaves. Good. Dark Places and Demogorgons. So that's the game. I know. Look, to this day, I don't have that game. I don't know anything about, but the Jeffersontown setting is amazing. And not just because it's in Kentucky. It's just amazing. It's good.
But, you know, no one loves Kentucky like Kentuckians. So,
like I said,
I heard that somewhere.
It is weird if you stop and think about, like, if you talk to a guy from Pennsylvania, he's not ready to die for Pennsylvania. But you talk to somebody from Kentucky, and they are ready to literally do the stupidest shit in the name of Kentucky. Like hold my beer moments, just out of the blue, because Kentucky, you know. I don't get it.
That can go awry. That can go awry real quick, though, you know.
Oh, yeah,
because Kentucky. Impregnate my cousin, because Kentucky.
Well, like we were talking about, those blue people, they were down there in the holler, and it wasn't because they were eating silver nitrate, it's because they were sleeping with their cousins. And over generations, it caused a recessive gene that caused their skin to be blue. Yeah. Now, luckily, there's a shot they could get that makes that go away. Yeah. Or you can just eat a shit ton of silver nitrate and it'll turn your skin blue. But then you're just being a cheater because, you know, the guys who had the real blue skin, they put in a lot of work to get that.
Well, they put in a lot of something.
And the thing with them, like I was telling Leth, is like, it was like 4 families in one holler, like
the Fugates.
Yeah, it was like this one little group in this one little area, and they were the blue people of Kentucky. And so when I tell you guys there's a lot of weird shit in those hollers, I'm not joking around. There's some weird shit in there, right? And it is what it is, though. Anyway, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go get on my actual computer that's got stuff on it that I can use. I'm going to download, get that thing and download it on my other computers where I keep all my PDF stuff. Sure. And support Bear Plus.
Thank you.
That sounds really interesting. And probably chat with you guys tomorrow, maybe. I've been kind of a slack ass today because my wife went to get her nails done. So like the cleaning I normally would be doing right now, I didn't. But, you know, she's young. She'll get over it.
How old is your wife?
Believe it or not, I think she's 3 months older than I am.
Wow.
Yeah. 3 months older. Oh, yeah. After my second marriage and the way everything went to hell with that, I'd never marry a girl much younger. I was 11 years older than she was. And granted, she was legal. It wasn't like I was out here running the streets with a 16-year-old. She was 20, but it didn't last long. She's a big pain in the ass. She didn't have her shit together. And then when we had our tragedy, she didn't handle it in a very mature way, I don't think. And from what I understand now, she's a prostitute in Atlanta. So, I mean, you know, I learned pretty quick after that to stay away from those young women, you know. Like, if they're 20, 25, yeah, no fucking thank you, right? And then I met my current wife at a D&D game at a friend's house, and she's highly super educated. She's got a couple of bachelor's degrees, and a professional woman, but at the same time always cooks me dinner. And so she's weird because she's a professional woman, but she's also kind of traditional. And yeah, we've been together over 2 decades now.
Nice.
Yeah, I lucked out on that one.
Hey, James, who are you on Discord again?
I'm
Is
pretty
it
sure
DM
I'm
James?
DM James. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm DM James. I'm always DM James.
Underscore DM James.
Yep.
One word.
Underscore first?
Yep.
Now, one of my favorite miniatures, I got to show off before I leave because I played him last week when we played
Huh. I'm not seeing you.
Call of Cthulhu.
I'm also not seeing your channel. What's it called?
Beyond the North Wind.
Beyond the northern winds with a
Oh,
period
okay,
at the end.
Yeah. Let me do this. I'm so happy with this figure.
Oh, okay, here you are. That's weird. It wasn't showing up in the search for some reason.
Come on, focus. How's that not focused? There we go.
No, nice.
I don't know if you recognize who it is.
He's got Hasidic Jew braids.
No.
It's your Call of Cthulhu character?
It's Jim Culver, but the miniature is actually Snoop Dogg.
No.
So I painted Snoop Dogg up as Jim Culver. And
Somebody makes a Snoop Dogg miniature?
You can literally find anything, and I mean anything, on Etsy. Like, you can find shit that will make you disgusted with your own self. Like, if you go down the rabbit hole on Etsy just randomly looking for shit, yeah, it's pretty wild. But in answer to the question, yes, there's Snoop Dogg miniatures. As a matter of fact, I've got a Call of Cthulhu miniature for the boxer, and it's fucking Iron Mike Tyson. And it looks like it. It's Tyson with his fists up like this, It's like, so if you want to play Tyson, I've got the debutante or the wealthy man, and it's freaking Leonardo DiCaprio standing there with the shitty grin and the drink in his hand. You know how he's like, it's like you can get anything on there, man. Miniatures of anything. The only problem is, if you want to order from your state, because some of these people, they'll take like 6 months to send you something. And I ordered from a guy from Pennsylvania, and 2 times it said my package had been delivered. But when I went through the USPS, they said it was delivered, but not to my address, because the shipping thing had it going to another address. So eventually I told the guy, just refund all my money. I'm tired of dealing with you. It took you 2 months to send the shit, and then you send it to someone else. Like, get fucked. And he's like, I'll replace it. And I'm like, get fucked. Just refund my money. Now the guy I'm dealing with now, I've bought a couple things from here in Florida, and he like the Viking woman I was showing off earlier that I just built. I ordered this Lagartha or whatever. She's from the movie Vikings. But I ordered her like a week ago. She's already in hand and has been for like days, right? Because the guy literally lives in Tampa, and he lets you know if he has the figures actually on the shelf waiting. So if he says there's 7 left, you order it, guess what? The next day, it's coming to the house. You know what I mean? It's like the guy who did all the cars that I had done up like post-apocalyptic, like this guy here. He also does tanks and stuff. So here I've got my Winnebago, but it's got freaking cow killer grill in it.
That looks like more like a Winnebago.
But anyway, the guy who makes these, I think it's tank builder whatever. You order a car or tank from that dude, a week later it's in your hand. And this thing here costs $9. That is not bad for a 32 scale freaking whole. He's got a pair of ambulances that I'm thinking about buying. And if I do, I'm going to paint them up like my old department, you know, them all up. Like, you know. But anyway, guys, peace and love. Thanks for everything. I will chat with you later and do the thing and all the other things.
Be seeing you.
See you
Later, guys.
So good to